everyone, so I'm going to do 3 pickup piles for what hidden strengths you have and how to use them. So I'll be back with the piles. And also I'm going to be choosing like some charms from here. It's been a long time since I used this. Okay, it's 907, so you want to like search that up, see what it means. If you don't feel like it, I'll do it for you in a little bit. Okay, so 907, number 9 represents wisdom, humanitarian energy, and completion. You have like a natural ability to see the bigger picture and offer guidance to others. You're deeply intuitive and may feel drawn to spiritual healing and mentoring roles. You can easily let go of what no longer serves you, making room for growth. Number 0, divine potential, infinite possibilities. You have a limitless potential. You need to trust yourself more. You're deeply connected to your inner guidance and intuition. Even when you doubt it, you have the ability to start over and reinvent yourself whenever needed. Number 7, inner wisdom, introspection, and spiritual awakening. You're naturally analytical. You find deeper meaning in everything. You may have psychic or intuitive gifts. Your ability to see through illusions makes you an excellent problem solver. Your final message. Your hidden strengths lie in wisdom, intuition, and the ability to navigate the endings and new beginnings with grace. You are capable of much more than you realize, but you need to trust yourself, step into your purpose, and let go of fear. There are a few cards to represent pile number 1, La Conchita. Your hidden strengths and how to use them. Okay, so for pile number 1, it's very interesting how it shows that you're coming into power. I step into my power boldly and confidently, and I feel like it's talking about like physical self. So we're gonna talk about a little bit sex. I'm not going to like say it too much, but it's about how you may use your mouth a lot. This got very, you know what I mean. Just feels like you've done like 6-9 with other people, and I feel like you can use that to like control them. As like Queen of Cups, like you're very confident. And just like I was reading for the spiritual meanings, I feel like it's good. It talks about like your hidden power and well, hidden strength, but it's more about like powerful, how you can become more powerful, more strong. And it just pretty much shows me like you have to control yourself. You're very physically with people. It doesn't have to be like with new strangers, or it can be with like your partner, anyone. I think Spirit here is trying to tell you like you need to control yourself more so you can have more strength, more power, like within yourself, like your manifestations, or so you don't give in too fast, too quickly. And I'm not here to like take any energies from no one or give my energy. I'm just doing these messages just for the like fun of it. I find these like readings very interesting, very like different. Okay, so I'm going to put like some of these coins, shows like the signs, zodiac signs. To choose it, but I'm trying not to look at it. Okay, Sagittarius. And it's quite interesting because I feel like Sagittarius people are always very look like 6-9, but it's Cancer. But you know what I mean. People that have Sagittarius traits have a lot of hips or a lot of like under like your legs are very like strong looking, very attractive to people. Like yeah, I feel like you'll be more powerful if you control like your sexual energy. If you try like That's fine if you want to seduce people by just like them looking at you and you being flirty or whatnot. But I feel like you break the rule, like the spirit rule, when you start like being intimate with others, or even just by touch. I don't know. Even if you try not to, but if you start touching it, you still kind of lose a little bit of your power because you're given in so easily. And I feel like you should hold yourself a little bit more, especially with this. Like I feel like Taurus energies, it's here as well. Thank you for watching this file number one. If you feel it resonated, you can comment down below or like this video. So for pile number two, we have the Hanged Man, Nine of Cups, okay, Seven of Swords, and Queen of Wands. I feel like your strength is how you kind of talk or how you make others feel. Like this card, top of the deck, it shows the Hierophant, and just he's holding his heart. I just feel like you have your words, um, kind of either improve or doesn't improve, like the way people feel. What comes out of your mouth is what people how people's day will go. It's just thinking about like a manager or a boss. Like maybe you have your own company, your own team that you lead. The way you express yourself can affect people's day. And I think that's a strength you need to know because spirit kind of doesn't want you to overuse that or use it the wrong way. Something that I do believe is like once you try to work within spiritual world, if you mess up, it will teach you, and it doesn't have to be with yourself, it can be with like anyone else like you care about. And I know a lot of people that practice dark stuff, they don't believe in that, but sometimes they don't see it. Sometimes they're maybe people in their life don't tell them like when things go bad, and therefore they don't believe like karma exists on them. But it's just pretty much saying like you have to be careful how you treat others, how you say things. I'm seeing a lot of needles, a lot of maybe you practice dark magic and you should be careful. Like yes, you're very powerful within that area or expertise within yourself, but spirit is telling you like you need to be very careful, practice more mindfulness, whether it's worth it or not, because you don't want to end up burning yourself. And I feel like I'm going to pull more cards because I feel like my readings are very short because I talk very fast, or like the message comes very fast. That I don't have time to like express the message, and it goes very fast. Okay, okay, the Lovers. Yeah, you see, like it's like the love, like the heart. People have love for you. Is it like maybe a bee, like maybe like not stabbing you, but like the what a bee has for that it hurts you, like the little needle thing. I'm seeing spiders. I feel like you do work a lot with like the spiritual world, and that's something one of your hidden strengths that you don't really know. Like maybe you don't really practice it like people do with candles or like voodoo dolls or none of that. I feel like maybe whatever you say or comes out of your mouth, it becomes true. Like it comes out to be true, or it one day just happens to, like whatever you say is going to happen, it happens. And that's one of your hidden strengths. And I think spirit wants you to know, like, be more mindful what you say to people, because you're just harming people without really thinking about it. Like they don't deserve to be harmed. Maybe you're having a bad day and they hurt your feelings or they say something that they shouldn't have, but that doesn't mean that they should have like a messed up day or life just because you couldn't control your emotions. And I'm going to do one card from here just to see what else you should know. Okay, so just like pile number one, you got the same card coming into power. So like that's great, like you're stepping into your power more boldly and confidently. I think that's great that you're doing that. Um, and it's great that you're acknowledging your power, but you should maybe connect more to Mother Earth, like you say, cultivating prosperity. The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. I think for you to, in order, if you want to manifest more great, good things instead of like bad things on to people, like sometimes maybe you say something sad to your family member, best friend, or whoever, and then you notice like something bad happens to them. So you kind of noticing like you have the power and you want to control that because you don't want to like hurt them. You want to maybe manifest something positive for them. And I think once you start doing that, things will start going better for yourself. Like things will start um growing in your like manifestations. Okay, so for pile number three, justice. Okay, I like that. Like your hidden strength is justice. The hanged man. You see those two roses? It's like one of them is more heavy than the other, like it's more down than the other. Then we have 10 of cups, 7 of cups. Okay. I kept like hearing Hecate. I think the justice really helps you see what's ahead. Like that's one of your hidden strengths. You probably think that is your intuition or just, like your heart telling you like follow this path. But I think justice has a lot to do with that because it helps you clear out any like toxic patterns or people or any distractions. It's like the hangman, like people may fall for the wrong things, but you keep looking ahead. Like you behind that hangman, you can see the next like obstacle that you want to pass because you see like your end goal behind that. And I think that's one of your hidden strengths that you haven't noticed. Like once you set your mind to something, to a specific goal, that helps you like accomplish a lot of things. And people see that because like the cups, 10 of cups, it's like what pleasures of life and your like happy family, your peace, your contentment. Like it's about things that you have gone through, and that's your hidden strength. Like your goals are what keep you going, whether it's like having a goal for your family, your kids, you want to see them accomplish something. You see like this pearl, your where it comes from, it has to go through, I mean it's a big pearl, but you know what I'm getting at. Like it has to go through like very harsh things, especially for the little clamp. Like it's a pretty much a rock. It's like something that hurts the clamp, but once it comes out, you have to be very careful taking it out, or you will kill the clamp. And but once you take it out, it's like very beautiful. It's very expensive. People pay a lot for it, and that's how it represents you, because you had to be very careful with like your justice. Like you have to keep looking ahead, but be very careful about the obstacle, because if you don't pay enough attention, you can fall for it, whether that's money or like toxic things. And yeah, I think like that's one of your hidden strengths, and what spirit is telling you, like the way you have to use this strength is by putting every all the cards on the table. Like look at everything carefully, make sure like what you're looking at is not an illusion, it's not something that you physically desire. Like make sure it's something that is going to help you spiritually, mentally, and your the way you see things and love things. Like when you go through something difficult, not just you, anybody, it makes them see the world different, either by hating it or by hating the person that hurt them. And so that can affect like the way your heart is, you feel and stuff. So I think that's what spirit wants you to see. Like you cannot waste any time on being hurt or hateful. You have to pass that obstacle because you have people to take care of, whether it's just yourself or your family, kids. So let's say like you were offered a great job, make sure you have the pros and cons of that job, or whether you went on a date and you loved the person but it's just like too good to be truth. Make sure you put the pros and cons of why they're your person and why they're not, because sometimes things can be an illusion. And I feel like you have been burned a few times because you didn't trust your like yourself, like you didn't trust like that there's justice being served. I feel like that's a lot that you go through. Like things happen to you and no one like gets their karma back. Like I can see you feeling that way, but no, that's one of your hidden strengths. Like your justice, you're someone that will get their justice, and it's not by hurting the other person or you seeing the other person hurt or that they failed. No, it's by you proving yourself that you're better than that, and by you finishing that obstacle or passing that obstacle. That's how you get like your justice. So we're gonna do one of these cards. What else should pile number 3 know about this hidden strength that they have? Okay, so yeah, we have believing in magic. You have to start believing that anything's possible. Even if like you've seen it happen already, like you have gotten great things or great trips from your obstacles that you have to pass, but you still kind of don't believe it. You see, like you communicate from the depths of my being. Like that's what you have to start like putting. It's like she's sleeping but she's talking under her sleep. Like maybe your dreams are what help you see reality, how things are. You see, awakening Asian wisdom. Yeah, like I think maybe you can see. Oh, look, letting go. It's like water. Maybe you were a call to pile number 1, because pile number 1 also has like the little shell here, and that's where pearls come out from. But it says, I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. Yeah, I think that spirit's telling you like to not hold back. Like you need to keep going. Like if there's an obstacle, there's a rock blocking the water, from coming through, like let's say a river, a small river, where you can see little fishes and you can move rocks and add rocks to stop the water from flowing. Just think about it. Let's say the rock is an obstacle. Water is still flowing, but like a little bit, like it doesn't fully block it. If you think about it, it flows underneath the rock, sometimes above the rock. So just keep on flowing. Don't let that small or big rock stop you.